and welcome to CJ Today Reads. I've been told that an Australian accent is something that people like to listen to. I'm not so sure about that, but it's not something I like to listen to. But then I don't have an accent, so I'm going to read today, given how close it is to Christmas, the account of a visit from St. Nicholas. Now, the reason I've picked this is I'm sure you recognise it for a start, but also because I don't want to run afoul of copyright. And I'm going to talk about the poem as I go because I have issues generally, but specifically with the poem. So let's get started. This account of Visit from St. Nicholas was written by Major Henry Livingston Jr. That suggests to me that he's American because of the use of the word junior. I don't see that anywhere else, but I could be wrong. So here we go. 'Twas the night before Christmas. See, I already have an issue because it's 'twas. It was. So anyway, 'twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. In my house, there is no mouse. That's not part of the poem. But in my house, stirring creatures are likely to be the dog barking at the cat in the middle of the night because she stupidly decided to walk past his crate, even though she knows that this will happen, but she's probably the stupidest cat on the planet. So that's the noise we're likely to hear. That or possums on the roof. It's definitely not mice. Next line. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care in hopes that St. Nicholas would. Oh, I'm going to read that again. In hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The reason I stumbled on this is it's Santa Claus. It's not St. Nicholas, but that's a European thing. So Santa Claus, St. Nicholas, whatever floats your boat. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. Now, I have no idea what a sugar plum is, and I don't know that my child has an idea what a sugar plum is. He's more thinking about when he was younger, it was going to be what strategy he was next going to do with Fortnite, Minecraft. Now he's more concerned, now that he's 18, with getting his driver's license and getting a job and finding a career. So that's what I think he's probably in his visions. Definitely not sugar plums. If we're talking about Christmas, he's doesn't get presents anymore because he's now 18, so he's not thinking about that either. So anyway, sugar plums, whatever the hell sugar plums are. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap. Kerchief. So to me, this is like wearing a hanky on your head. I'm sure it meant something more specific than that. In fact, I know it did, but I just picture someone from the UK wearing a handkerchief on their head with knots tied in the corners to make sure it stays on. And I in my cap. So now I'm thinking of Wee Willie Winky. He's wearing a cap. Anyway, we'll keep going. Had just settled our brain for a long winter's nap. Geez, how long do they want to sleep for? Like if you're in like Canada, or the Arctic Circle, you're going to sleep for like 3 months. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash. See, that's definitely not me. I'm not flying anywhere. I'm far too slow and definitely not like a flash. Tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. Don't have shutters, but I do have sash windows, so some of them are sash windows. Gave the lustre of midday to objects below. Okay. Oh, I missed a line. To moon on the breast of the new fallen slope. That's why I missed a line. The moon on the breast of the new fallen slope. I think that this guy who wrote this, maybe he's not. Anyway. Gave the lustre of midday to objects below. So there's a bright moon, making it feel like kind of dayish, like how they would use daytime in movies to then darken it to make it look like it was nighttime. And we all know that it's just filmed in the daylight because, yep, shadows. When what to my wandering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. He just wants to rhyme, doesn't he? More rapid than eagles, his coursers did come. I have no idea what they are. What are coursers? Are they the reindeer? More rapid than eagles. Are they? Well, they're flying, so maybe. And he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen. On Comet, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donder, and Blixen. See, that's wrong. It's not that, is it? What is it? It's Comet, Cupid, Dancer, Blitzen. Dancer and Blitzen? I don't know what Donder is. Thunder and Blitzen? I don't know. Can't remember. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. We're missing a reindeer quite clearly at this point, so it obviously wasn't in this poem. But where's reindeer? Where's Rudolph in all of this? As dry leaves before the wild hurricane fly. Again, we don't have hurricanes here. We just don't. They're called cyclones in Australia, so no hurricanes. When they met with an obstacle, mounted to the sky, so up to the housetop the coursers did fly. So now I do think the coursers, which is COU for Fozzie who's listening, COURSERS, they flew. So coursers of the reindeer. With the sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. He must be tiny. Like he said, he's tiny in this because I've always wondered how the rotund Santa Claus, St. Nicholas ever got anywhere, really. And then in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney, St. that'd be a bit of a shock, wouldn't it? Down the chimney, St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur. I'm hoping it's faux fur because I really don't like the idea of killing animals for fur. From his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. Well, he should have chose the door. Like surely he understands how doors work. Why would you choose a chimney? As he looked like a peddler just opening his pack, of course, because he's covered in ashes and soot. His eyes, how they twinkled. His dimples. Oh, please have some dimples. His dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. I think he's had a few too many. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard of his chin was as white as the snow. But he just came down the chimney and he's covered in soot. So how could you see the white as snow? The stump of a pipe he held between his teeth. Surely he can afford a better pipe than just a stump of one. And the smoke, it encircled his head like a wreath. Like he could actually go for it. Like if we're going to modernize this, it's going to be vape, isn't it? So the stump of a vape he held tight in his teeth. That works better. And the smoke, it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly. Emphasis on little because he's just come down the chimney, that shook when he laughed, like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump. I have issues because he's like little. A right jolly old elf, old I get. And I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. Yeah, because he's ridiculous. The whole concept is ridiculous, but it's fun. Let's be in the Christmas cheer. Yay, let's go, Santa. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. Look, you're going to be afraid from someone who falls down your chimney? Really? Okay, nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. Now, see, that's just, no. You just want that to rhyme, but it just sounds weird. Why would you jerk if you weren't talking about something entirely different? We're not going there. And laying his finger against the side of his nose and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. Again, there's a door. There's even windows because this guy opened a window, so he could have climbed out the window. But no, he's going to go up the chimney. He sprung to his sleigh, yes, to his team gave a whistle because they're missing Rudolph. They've got no idea where they're going. And away they all flew, like the down of a thistle. See, I think what he's trying to say here is like a dandelion that you blow on and all the little seeds scatter, but I've never done that with a thistle, although probably a dandelion is a type of thistle. Yeah, there we go. But I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight. E-R-E. How would, if you're American, he drove out of, so you got to pronounce the R. Here we don't pronounce R's, so except if they're in the word, not at the end of the word. So over instead of over. And God help me if you try and say mirror like we do. It's a mirror if you're in America. Mirror. No, it's mirror. Anyway, back to the poem. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, Happy Christmas to all and to all a good night. The only good thing that happened with all of that story was presents and see you later. But where's the alcohol? Where's the biscuits, cookies, fruit cake, fruit mince pie, wherever you're from. Because don't you, and where's the carrot and where's the footsteps? Well, we don't have snow here, but we do used to leave carrot out and having to eat the carrot because you have to eat half the carrot. And the milk, or because I'm lactose intolerant, so can't have milk, so it would be vodka. No, it wouldn't be. It would be water and biscuits, bickies, as they call them here, which are cookies in the US and bickies in the UK, biscuits. They're the sweet things. I saw on Discord recently, somebody made a whole lot of biscuit things, cookies, things called snickerdoodles and PB, which I gather was peanut butter, something or others, blossoms, I think it was. And then something else that she made in chocolate and mint that I'd never heard of or seen of before. They looked delicious, don't get me wrong, but I had no idea. Anyway, I'm off track. That is the story. So you've heard the poem now. There are actually two versions, and the other one, I'm just going to click over on my very exciting web page, is, no, where is it? See if I can find it. The wonders of technology on the fly. So where I got this from was the Poetry Foundation, which is a US thing. Of course, that was just the first thing that came up in Google because Google's US, so I'm going to get a US result. And the first one is by Clement Clark Moore. And I want to know, is he Clement? Is he Clem? Or is he, in France, Clement? So which one is it? But Clement wrote a very similar version. So there's two versions, and the difference seems to be that he uses Donda and Blitzen instead of Dunda and Blitzum with an M on the end. And that appears to be the only variation that I can see between the two poems. There might be some others. And I'm sure if someone's done a literature degree and is now working as a barista, because what can you do with a literature degree? I'm joking. Of course, you can do something, I'm sure. So they would be able to explain what the difference is, why these two people had two different versions. Maybe they just didn't know who wrote the original. Oh, I know what I can do. Let's just check Wikipedia and see, because that's like the font of all knowledge. And of course, it's going to be right. It's on the interweb. So it says, let me just see. Oh, and it's asking me for money. No, let's just not do that right now. Visit from was routinely referred to as the night before Christmas, and 'twas the night before Christmas from its first line. It's a poem first published anonymously under the title of Account of a Visit from St. Nicholas, which is the version I read from 1823. I don't think I need to worry about copyright. I really don't. Authorship has been attributed to Clement, I'm going to call him that anyway, Clark Moore, who claimed authorship in 1837, but it was also suggested that Henry Livingston Jr., that was our, what was he, colonel or was major? He was a major. Let's demote him a bit. He was a major. That Henry Livingston Jr. may have written it. The poem has been called arguably the best known verses ever written by an American. I can't comment as to that because I don't know. Although I'd have to say, if I was to ask an American to cite the Pledge of Allegiance, I bet you every single one of them could tell me that before they could tell me 'twas the night before Christmas. So I might have to go in and edit this because I don't think that's right. Anyway, this is largely responsible for some of the conception of Santa Claus from the mid-19th century to today. It has had a massive effect on the history of Christmas gift giving. Okay. Before the poem gained wide popularity, American ideas had varied considerably about St. Nicholas and other Christmastide visitors. It's also been set to music. Oh, it even explains the plot. So if for some reason you did not understand what I said with anything that I said because you don't understand the Australian accent, and let's face it, not even I do sometimes. Again, I don't have an accent. But if you want to read what the plot is, go to Wikipedia. If you don't understand that there's a sleigh, a reindeer, and a Santa Claus, a chimney, and Christmas, then you might not be from the West. You might be from, I don't know, where would they not have this? I don't know, the Ivory Coast maybe, or deep in the depths of the Amazon. Maybe you have never heard of this. So you can go to Amazon and read about what the plot is. It doesn't, Oh, it does have the poem as a newspaper printing from 1823, so you can go and have a read of that. There is controversy. Which way are we going to pronounce this? Controversy. Enjoy that, people. So there is a professor, of course there is, who is questioned that neither of these people were actually the authors and it was adapted from Dutch or some such. Historians have basically said, you're an idiot, pull your head in, that's not what it is. Seems to be more evidence in favour of More. He was the major, or was he Clement? He was Clement. Yeah, no, Clement was More. So anyway, you can read all about it. I would read it to you, but this has already gone for 15 minutes, so I think I'll call time. I hope you enjoyed my reading of, what's my reading of? An account, what was it called? We just go scrolling. Yeah, you can see I'm well prepared for this. A visit, the account of a visit from, yes, I know that. Thank you. Stop telling me that. A visit from St. Nicholas. Account of a visit from St. Nicholas. That's what I was reading. So you can all clap and cheer. I will insert that for you on your behalf because I imagine there's only one person listening to this, which is my first subscriber and only subscriber, which is Fozzie. Thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate you. So that's bye from me, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Never knew that it could feel this way when you're lying next to someone. You don't even need to play pretend, 'cause you're fine the way you are. I wanna know you better, give me every detail. I won't judge you, as you know. I could stay forever when you're lying in my arms. My heart is open, it just took some time. Now I just hope that you'd stay for a little while. You fix what's broken when you make that smile. So just stay for a little while. So just stay for a little while.
I didn't think that I would find that someone who's as honest as you are. The way you make me feel at night when I am vulnerable and it's cold outside, but you make it alright. I wanna know you better, give me every detail. I won't judge you, as you know. I could stay forever when I'm lying in your arms. Oh,
my heart is open, it just took some time. Now I just hope that you stay for a little while. You fix what's broken when you make that smile.
so just stay for a little while.
So long when you go, and I can't get enough of you. So can't you stay a little while? I don't want you to leave, so please stay with me.
Stay for a little while.
Stay for a little while.
Hey, yeah.
My heart is open, it just took some time. Now I just hope that you stay for a little while.
You fix what's broken when you make that smile.